Welcome to Quick Thoughts, where I discuss talking points you can share from in God's Word. Before we begin, please click the subscribe button so you can receive the latest Quick Thoughts video. Today, we're going to explore Exodus chapter 32, verses 1 through 6, and verses 11 through 14. The first quick thought is about the Israelites' rebellion. The golden calf is a famous account many of us have heard. Yet, to understand the magnitude of Israel's failure, we have to go to the beginning of the Sinai event in chapter 19. At Sinai, God makes a covenant with Israel, which they agree to, and in verse 9, God tells Moses, "Behold, I am coming to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you, and may also believe in you forever." What people don't realize is that when Moses is receiving the law at the top of the mountain, the Israelites are hearing everything God is telling him as proof of his existence. This means when Moses is receiving the law in chapters 20 through 31, the Israelites are hearing it all, which is why their rebellion is so awful. The Israelites agree to follow God, hear his voice, and immediately break the first two commandments. If anything, the Israelites' rebellion is a reminder to us all about how dangerous sin can be and how quickly it can deteriorate our relationship with God. The next quick thought pertains to the cause and effect of idol worship. In verse 1, we discover the Israelites urged Aaron to create a golden calf because Moses delayed his return. This tells us that the Israelites got so anxious that they started to lose hope, which led them to idol worship. The Israelites' response is a textbook example for why we do the same. Let's be honest for a moment. Waiting on God can feel like a lifetime, especially when all we hear is silence. When this happens, we get anxious, and Satan uses our anxiety to tempt us into believing we are better off without God. This is why in Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through 7, the Apostle Paul encourages us to cast our anxieties on God because he will give us his peace, which surpasses all understanding. On top of this, the effect of idol worship always leads to destruction for ourselves and our loved ones. The golden calf is fashioned from the gold of the wives, sons, and daughters of the Israelites. This fact reminds us that whomever we choose to follow affects the entire family, and never in a positive way. There is always a cost, and the result of the golden calf leads to a drunken orgy in verse 6. Due to this consequence, we can conclude that following anything other than God only encourages our fallen nature. Thus, idol worship is always about ourselves and what we use as an excuse for permission to sin. The final quick thought focuses on God's promises. Naturally, God is upset with the Israelites for their disobedience and wants to destroy them. Yet, Moses doesn't let God follow through with his plans. Instead, Moses appeals to God's promise of hope to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In Genesis 15, God makes a covenant with Abraham, which will make him a great nation, and that his offspring will inherit a land of their own. Because of this promise, God relents and extends mercy to the Israelites. God's faithfulness to the promises he makes is why he is so amazing and why he is worth trusting our lives to. Unlike us, who take every opportunity to break our promises with God, our God remains faithful and continues to love us even when we're not lovable. Moreover, God's faithfulness contrasts idol worship. Like we discussed earlier, idol worship only leads to depravity, but worshiping God always leads to life. In the end, we always pay a greater cost when we choose to turn our back on God. I hope you enjoyed these quick thoughts in Exodus chapter 32, verses 1 through 6, and verses 11 through 14. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to add them in the comments section. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it. I hope you all have a great week, and may our God bless you as you study and share his word.